I know you've said previously that you love movies, and you've talked about how, stories are very dear to your heart, but that you went into this business to make money. Is there anything wrong with that? Why does that get a negative connotation? Negative spin?
It doesn't have a negative spin to me. I mean, why does anybody go into business? I mean, it depends on the business you go into. Like, luckily, I went into a business that I really enjoy, and and there's an artistic element and a creative element, which makes the business more fun and more exciting. But I do want to live a nice, comfortable life, and I want my family to be comfortable. So making money is an important component of that. I mean, it's kind of finding a balance in your life. But let me readily admit this to you, okay? If you want something evil, if I didn't think there was an opportunity to make money in the film business, then I wouldn't have gone into it, okay? As much as I would have made films, but I would have been a hobby filmmaker as opposed to a career filmmaker. And I would have, maybe been a practicing lawyer and hopefully made, a nice living, which would afford me the opportunity to hire people to make that movie for me. So I could have done it that way. But I did see that there was an opportunity early on to make a living at the film industry. So I stayed with it because I was able to do that. Now, if I would advise people that if they want to have a nice, balanced, comfortable life, if they don't feel that they can make a living at it, then it doesn't mean you can't make movies. It just means maybe don't make a living at that. Do something else that you can make a living at. And, same thing I would say to actors. If you're not making a living at being an actor, it doesn't mean you have to quit acting. It means go get a job that you can support yourself and have a balanced life, but still stick to the acting, and hopefully you get a lucky gig here or there. And I know they say to me, well, you have to be full-time and committed to it in order to, take it seriously. And I say, yeah, but, that's about finding a balance. Whatever balance works for you in your life. So just find that and be comfortable with it. But, I would put my family above filmmaking. So the comfort of my family would, if I had to sacrifice and never make another movie because I wanted my family to be comfortable, it would be a no-brainer. In a second, that would be the decision, and that's the balance that I have in my life.
Sure, and that's a fair response. What if someone says, well, I'm a filmmaker, but I'm not good at contract law, I'm not good at details like that, I'm more of a visual person, I'm not analytical?
It's funny when you say what if. You just described every filmmaker. That's not a what if. That's every single filmmaker. Every filmmaker is look, Jeff. I get you. I get the fact that you think we have to know business aspects and all this kind of stuff, but that's not what we signed up for. It's not who we are. I'm creative. I need to express my artistic self. I don't even enjoy the other stuff. It's a necessary evil of the business. What you do is evil. What I do is artistic and fun. And I say, okay, fair enough. But if guys like me don't do what we do, then guys like you don't do what you do. Here's the analogy I use. Drive into Universal Studios through the Lancashire Boulevard entrance. Okay, not through the other side, the Lancashire Boulevard stuff. When you drive in there, you need to pass by that big 38-story black building there on the right, or whatever, that big NBC Universal building. Okay, everybody drives right past it. And they can't wait to get into the studio and go to the back lot and see the tour and all the fun stuff. Oh, here's the sound stages, here's where the movies have been made, here's this, that, all the fun stuff. Do you know what goes on in that building? That's all the finance, distribution, all the sales and marketing to enable the rest of the stuff that goes on that tour to happen. You take down the functions of that building and you don't have a studio anymore. So yeah, is it boring? Is it finance and numbers and sales and all that stuff that's not artistic? Yeah, but that's the heartbeat of the operation. That's what makes it tick. Because last time I checked, they called the film business the film business. They don't call it the film art. They call it the film business. So the word film and the word business are equal. Yeah, the word film came first, but you could call it the business of film if you want. Those are equal components. They need each other. You need good artistic entertainment in order to drive a business, but you need a business in order to facilitate the artistic endeavor. That's a marriage. They're both important. So do people like what I do? No film. Listen, let me make this very clear. I want to make this super clear. If I never had to look at another contract, negotiate another deal, look at another spreadsheet, make another phone call ever in my life, I wouldn't miss it for a second. If I could do nothing but write and direct for the rest of my life, I would be the happiest guy you ever met, happier than any of these other filmmakers. I would love that. What a luxury that would be. I wouldn't miss any of that other stuff. You think I enjoy it? It is a necessary evil, okay? But it's part of it. It's like saying, have a body, you can have a heart but not a brain. You can't. The two work hand in hand. You have to have both.